The man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both correct. Truth uttered before its time is always dangerous. Time is a created thing. To say I don't have time is like saying I don't want to. The learning of the gentleman enters through his ears, fastens to his heart, spreads through his four limbs, and manifests itself in his actions. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Try your best to treat others as you would wish to be treated yourself, and you will find that this is the shortest way to benevolence. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. If people follow their desires, then boundaries cannot contain them and objects cannot satisfy them. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. Listen to a man's words and look at the pupil of his eye. How can a man conceal his character? A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. A person is born with feelings of envy and hate. If he gives way to them, they will lead him to violence and crime, and any sense of loyalty and good faith will be abandoned. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. The way of truth is like a great road. It is not difficult to know it. The evil is only that men will not seek it. Silence is a source of great strength. If you want to have a better life, educate yourself and think carefully about the consequences of your actions. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Filling with food, warming with clothes, living leisurely without learning, it is little short of animals. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. Don't thank or curse heaven. It's just the natural result of your own actions. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The feeling of right or wrong is the beginning of wisdom. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. The coming of honor or disgrace must be a reflection of one's inner power. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. All beneath heaven is rooted in nation. Nation is rooted in family, and family is rooted in self. Water is the softest thing, yet it can penetrate mountains and earth. This shows clearly the principle of softness overcoming hardness. If an action involves little profit but much righteousness, do it. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Words that defy reality are ominous, and it's ominous reality that confronts those who would obscure the wise and worthy. Be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. If you act wisely, good things tend to happen. Act like fool and bad things tend to happen. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Getting something done is like digging a well. You can dig a well 70 feet deep, but if you don't hit water, it's just an abandoned well. The wise person is one who finds out what is their path in life and follows it. A person's feelings are not like water in a well, which never varies. The mind is volatile and continually changes. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. He who loves others is constantly loved by them. He who respects others is constantly respected by them. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. To have a great deal of knowledge and to use it at the right time is to have sagacity. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? People are eager to comment on something when they themselves are not in the situation of doing it. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. To elevate the people and place importance on knowledge and truth is the mission of a wise ruler. To know what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. Friendship is one mind into bodies. To lead people, walk beside them as for the best leaders. The people do not notice their existence. In order to put others on the right path, you should behave in a way that they can respect. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. One who believes all of a book would be better off without books. The more that you seek, the more that you will never find. The more that you find, the more that you will seek. I once tried thinking for an entire day, but I found it less valuable than one moment of study. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Only when someone refuses to do certain things will he be capable of doing great things. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here. Sacrifice is a state of mind in which our thoughts turn with longing. It is the supreme expression of loyalty, love, and respect. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. There is no greater delight than to be conscious of sincerity on self-examination. Loss is not as bad as wanting more. If there is no dull and determined effort, there will be no brilliant achievement. Study the past if you would divine the future. Friends are the siblings God never gave us. If I had just a little bit of wisdom, I should walk the great path, and fear only straying from it. If the quickness of the mind and the fluency of the tongue are too punctilious and sharp, moderate them in your activity and rest. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig to graves. Men must be decided on what they will not do, and then they are able to act with vigor in what they ought to do. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Human nature is evil, and goodness is caused by intentional activity. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. He who wishes to be benevolent will not be rich. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. A person who is able to reflect upon and amend his conduct is a wise person. The journey with the 1,000 miles begins with one step. He who goes to the bottom of his own heart knows his own nature, and knowing his own nature, he knows heaven.